Alright, hey everyone. So, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit, I'm going to do like a basic overview of the current social media state that's on Dapp review right now. Now, I have not yet messed around with Tron social media. Um, doesn't look like it's doing particularly great at the moment, but I could probably take a look at some of it. There's actually not a whole lot here to discuss other than maybe how bad a lot of this stuff really is. Coindaddy, uh, I think is Ethereum prostitution. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm just going on a limb here, which is well, it's fucking hilarious to me. PPEth is definitely something I'm going to talk about. It's going to probably take up the most of this video, and I'm pretty sure many of you who are watching this are already familiar with Steemit and Busy and wow, there's a lot of stuff on the Steem blockchain for social media, and it's all probably pretty decent. My main problems, though, and this is something that's really, really important, that if you're a dev getting ready to join into this space, immutability and the inability to, immutability means that nobody can ban you, nobody can censor you, okay? That is the selling point. Because if you don't have that, then why don't you just use something else that doesn't suck, doesn't have hurdles? You could use Twitter, you could use Facebook, you could use YouTube, you could use Twitch. Like use all of those if you want something, if you don't care about immutability, right? Like on those platforms, you're gonna do better. You're gonna have a lot more people watching, especially short term, for sure. 100%. Okay? If you're coming into this space is about taking away people's ability to censor content. And so that actually brings up a lot of, something that's really, really, really interesting. And at least in terms of like, I look at like PPEth. PPEth, it seems to be probably the best. Let's see. I can enter this site. Oh, once my I'm not even gonna log in with my MetaMask. First of all, MetaMask is a pain in the ass. There's we need something better than MetaMask, but Scatter's a little bit better, but Scatter has a really shitty interface. So there's just so many things. Okay, I forgot what I was gonna say. PPEth is probably one of the best social media platforms on Ethereum. However, check this out. When you go to, there's a more mindful, less toxic. What? How could you guarantee that on something that that where its best selling point is immutability and anonymity? No, this anything that's on this crypto space is going to be basically a 4chan. I don't know if anybody realizes this. I mean, there's ways around it, but you're not going to be able to tell people what they can and can't say on these platforms. And if you do start doing that, then what's the point? So here's PPEth. It's on Ethereum, which everybody on the Ethereum, every Ethereum maximalist is going to sit here and tell you about how decentralized Ethereum really is, and it's just so much better than like EOS or something. Well, I'm sorry, but your best social media platform is literally this. What the fuck? You have no ground to stand on at this point in time. It's like, oh, smart contracts. Well, your dapps suck, so uh, where's the decentralization here? PPEth is accountable to you, not advertisers. There are no ads. Okay, this is already true too. However, this is another problem with the crypto space. Looking for an anything goes platform? Look elsewhere. I'm almost afraid to click this. I wonder where it'll be. Like nearly every other site, PPEth is moderated. Why use Ethereum? Why? Why fucking use Ethereum? You could have just fucking used a centralized database. What the fuck? And why is this shit on Ethereum? Why is this shit on Ethereum? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Why? Why would anybody go to blockchain if they're gonna do this? Okay, all right. So you're probably wondering, well, how you're gonna deal with trolls and how you're gonna deal with people who are just posting like really awful stuff. There is ways to moderate, but you can't control the platform. In other words, the moderators for the longest period of time on like legacy, like old school social media, that's still in power right now, is the moderators are in full control of everything. But their job is actually just to moderate, like just to say like, okay, um, these are the things that I approve of, and these are the things that I don't. In the case of Novosphere, right? They have a they have something called delegated moderation. In other words, you choose who your moderators are. So, yeah, like I guess for moderation, I can literally pick, people that I want to be my moderators, and they will then have the responsibility. It's on them. The onus is on them to make sure that I'm not looking at stuff that's, stuff that I don't want to see. This is really great because, everybody else can see different things. Everybody, somebody who's not offended by some idiot saying stupid shit, uh, can can just not give a fuck. Like for me, I don't even care about it. Like I don't want any censorship. Not unless the shit is like literally really that awful. Here's the thing though. A lot of people keep thinking about, well, what are you going to do about terrorism? What are you going to do about, posting like underage pornography or something like that, right? Well, that's up for law enforcement. Okay? Those things are actually against the law. So what's the problem? It's That's one of the things actually I thought was really interesting. I was, during the Patreon debacle, which is still going on right now, where Patreon, banned Sargon or whatever, and you had some major creators leave Patreon, and one of the things that they kept bringing up was decentralization, using cryptocurrency. Well, cryptocurrency is obviously the correct answer. Either it be Ethereum, either it be EOS, either it be Tron. Any of these platforms really, Steam can handle it, EOS can handle it, even Ethereum can handle being used in this way. Like Ethereum might have scaling issues, but those scaling issues, you know what I mean? They pale in comparison to having to deal with people, deleting your account. Like you can't. An Ethereum wallet literally is a Patreon. It just needs a front end for it. There's no way to like say, oh well, so and so can't give you X amount of Ethereum, or DAI coins, or whatever you might want to use, like stable coins. Stable coins exist. We're already at the point right now. We are just literally a front end away from completely immutable platforms. But when I see something like PPETH, it just makes me sick. It's like, what the fuck is the point of this? Um, this is complete trash. So one of Ethereum's top, well, I mean, it's not really that much better. AidChain doesn't even make sense to me. Um, uh, a lot of these are really weird. This one's new. I haven't seen this one yet. But like, let's check this out. What is this? Proof of love. proof proof of proof of love. I can't read this. Proof of love writes your love message to the Ethereum blockchain. A reference to your proof, the transaction ID is encoded into a printable unique heart. Aww. An origami version of the heart. Okay, so I guess this is revving up for Valentine's Day or something. Alright, guys, this is just. It's cute. Alright, it's cute. I'm not gonna bother with it. For all I know, it's fucking virus or something. But okay, that's one of the other things too. Like I don't know for certain if I go around clicking all these different things, am I gonna be safe? Yeah, Coindaddy. This one is actually really funny. It's loading. It wants me to log in, but I'm not gonna bother. Come on. I am a token tycoon and agree. I am a token tycoon and agree to know each other by giving eth. I'm male. I'm a beautiful lady who is willing to date in the name of receiving Ethereum. At least, at there's a user agreement. Oh, well, shit. There's a lot of rules. 11, 14, 15, 16. You know what? I think if you use this for your dating app, you're probably going to lose a kidney. Just saying. Okay, so that's that. There you go. It's the top 2 for fucking Ethereum. Oh god. AidChain is like for sending, I don't know. AidChain is a platform that provides an ecosystem for services through an easy to use interface. Oh god, that's bullshit across the board on this space. Connecting to the nonprofit community while allowing full transparency and traceability of donations. I mean, that's okay. That makes sense, right? I bet you this user interface is anything but easy to use. But, you know, whatever. I'm sure if I dig a little bit deeper on this one, this doesn't really interest me very much, though. It's not something that I feel like is going to get any mass adoption. Maybe it will. But it just isn't, I don't know, it doesn't speak to me. I don't know what DAV is, but I'm about to check the shit out. Alright, so what we got here? DAV's protocol allows anyone to utilize transportation. What the fuck? What is this? Okay, so, okay. Yeah, is there a way I can, like, just delete shit? Like, I don't want to see it. Like, after a while, it just clutters. Okay, what's sent? What is sent? Sent is an income generating social network. The world's first incentivized. The world's first incentivized creativity exchange where anyone can earn in. Oh god, yeah, guys, let's just pretend that Steemit hasn't existed for the last 2-3 years or some shit. Hasn't Steemit been around since like fucking forever? But you know, but it's also the world's first incentivized system. Like Twitch isn't or YouTube's not incentivized. There's no incentivized. There's no incentivization here, guys. Like maybe if you put crypto-based incentivization or something. I don't know. I'm not clicking that fucking link. So what do we got here? I already did that one. 1,000 Ether Goatsy. Alright. Viola. This looks like another love one. For singles attached and married couples. For singles attached and married couples, receive personalized matches and let easily. Why is this a cryptocurrency thing? Alright, okay. Radicards. Radicard lets you send e-cards to your friends and family using crypto. Oh, this is painful. This is painful. Look, somebody used this in the last 7 days. Restaurant private. Alright guys, this is a crypto restaurant PI. Aims to improve the customer experience at restaurants and eateries worldwide by auditing customer reviews and offering motivators. Why is this a cryptocurrency thing? Yeah, I guess maybe because they want to have immutability for it. Like, but I mean, how is it going to be any different? It's not like immutability is a huge problem. Like Rotten Tomato or whatever, like doesn't have that much of a problem, does it? Maybe it does. Maybe this comments just get deleted. You know what I mean? But like there are a lot of just bullshit comments that like somebody just drops the the hard R N word over and over and over again for no reason just because he's a fucking dickhead. But I mean, like okay, what's Lifebook? Is it different from Facebook? This app aims to push your focus to life goals. Alright, so okay guys, there's nothing here. This is utter fucking catastrophic failure. What's David? Staybit Dapp implemented rental contracts with. Okay, this is. Okay, we might as well look at this. Okay, what is this? Cosme is a beauty. All right, so this is all trash, and the only one that's any good is basically a shitty version of Twitter. Basically, this is it. This is Ethereum. Ethereum has been out for fucking how long now? And this is it. This is sad, people. This is sad. Okay, at least Ethereum has a bunch of games. The only thing is I mean, these games, I mean, Axie Infinity kind of seems cool. Ethermon cost me $3 to fucking, like, it's also a trusted third party. Like, a lot of these games can't even be on, fully on chain. It's not even an option. Blockchain Cuties is just another collectibles. All right, so you have games that are bet likes, and then you also have collect likes, which is basically crypto kitty likes or whatever, where they're just collectible games, trash, garbage. I will never fucking play them. You will never get a good review from me with a collectible game like that. All right, unless there's a game to it, like it's Pokemon or something, and you're collecting pets, where it's actually like Pokemon, where there's like stats and there's battle system or something, then maybe. If it's a bet like, and if it's a collect like, I don't fucking want it. Garbage, trash, get it out of here. But this is probably I forget my crypto heroes. What is this one about? Oh, okay. So I did actually check this one out, and I don't really understand it. So my crypto heroes is HTML5 game smartphone PC featuring blockchain technology, blah blah blah, right? And you go here, and um, it looks kind of cool. But then, okay, so like I went on YouTube, right, and you can actually see some like gameplay footage. The graphics is all kinds of pixely and fucked up. It looks like it's stolen artwork, honestly. This is all stolen artwork, I think. It's a really interesting, but it's also, I mean, what is this? Is this a bet like? Because are you just betting to see if you can actually, like, do you have any control over the fight? So it just sort of runs, and I guess it fights monsters for you and blah blah blah, right? Like, do you bet like if you can win the fight ahead of time? Is it a bet like? Because if it's a bet like, then it's trash. I don't want it either. But I mean, I'm not really sure what we're dealing with here. It looks like the artwork is stolen. It looks shady as fuck. And there you go. I mean, and that's the top one, right? Okay, all right. So, with that said, what do we got here? Okay, we got there's nothing here really. I mean, there's some games here. Gods Unchained looks pretty good. Um, I know that Gods Unchained is a decentralized competitive card game. I'm not really into card games either. Like I wanna be like doing stuff. I wanna be playing like games where I make decisions and stuff like that. Card games are like they're like a genre that sort of fits really well within the crypto space. But as far as I could tell, you just that's as good as it's gotten so far, right? Like outside of Yost Knights, which I mean, it does everything right, but it also isn't doing it very well. Like it's correct. It's doing things. It's PVE and it's an RPG, and but it's not doing it very well. It does it right, but it's not doing it well. If that makes any sense at all. So like, I mean, Yost Knights I think probably sitting as being the top one. You got Steam Monsters, Yost Knights. This is a card game. This is another card game here. Um, I tried to check out Yost Dota, and I don't. Yost Magic Card competitive game. So the main games right now that exist, play games. EOS play games based on online gaming platform, the EOS blockchain. Guarantee you that it's a whole bunch of bet likes. Our vision to create online betting. Oh, an online betting platform. How about that? Well, all right. So erase, like, gone. We have that now. There are some other examples over here. Now, Zombie Battlegrounds, I believe, is also a card game. Zombie Battle is a fast-paced, loot-filled trading card game, and Gods Unchained is really good artwork. God Unchained has really good artwork. Now, Neon District actually looks like it might be Neon District, a hybrid role-playing game, asset collecting game in the future of a techno landscape in development. It says that it's about 50% in development at the moment, and it may actually be one of the only games. The only thing is what coin is it using? Because if it's sitting in other, that means that it's on its own coin. Okay, so a privately owned coin is garbage. Why would I ever bother with that? That's one of the problems I have with DLive. Nothing else uses Lino, so why would I want to be invested in the Lino coin? Right? Why do I care if I get Lino? Like, maybe I should be using DLive. Like, DLive would be one of the platforms that I would love to just be continuing to make videos for and doing things with. But DLive is not using a coin that is meant to be used for lots of stuff. It's literally just one coin, one platform. It's a privately owned coin. Privately owned cryptocurrencies are stupid. There's no fucking point. Don't do it. Why are you doing these things? I don't understand. I tried in the case of DLive to bend my mind around the idea of doing that, but like I can understand maybe if you're on Ethereum and then you have like another coin like I don't know, Banker or something like that. I could see that kind of like in the case of um in the case of get out of games here. In the case of Novosphere, which is discussions, it has a coin, a sidechain coin called Atmos, and but it's all housed within the same infrastructure of EOS, right? Like if you're gonna do your own coin, you might as well just use like an ERC20 token or do something, like a side chain on an already existing thing. Having a privately owned coin doesn't make sense to me. It completely makes zero sense. All right, there's no way around it. So with that said, okay, so that was pretty much my overview of Ethereum. Ethereum has nothing on it as far as social media, and it has some games and some good ones. Um, the card games basically are the only things that really sit well with me. There are some weird games like Hyper Dragons. I think is a Hyper Dragons, a strategy game powered by blockchain. It has holistic gaming token economy, provides users with a hybrid experience of fun gaming and value accumulation. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure because there's like a Hyper Dragons and there's a whole bunch of other stuff too. I'm not really sure. Is my web browser getting hacked or something? What the fuck is going on here? What is this? Castle Wars? It's like literally using like another. Did I just get? Is this a video? Someone needs help. I'm hungry for human. It's a zombie dragon. Is this seriously happening? Okay, so there's that. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna end it on that note. Yeah, this space is. Don't think of it so much as the space is just so hopeless. Is that it wouldn't take very much. I'm actually betting on that. It's not gonna take very much to just completely and not utterly dominate this space right now. Like anyone can just do it. Anyway, all right. I'm just going ahead. I'm gonna end the video here. Hope you enjoyed.